Look, we are all defined by certain moments, and certain moments can either make you or break you. And this world is so crazy it would chew you up and spit you out. This world doesn't care about your feelings. This world doesn't care who you are. This is what the world is. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is Dak Prescott came out and said, hey, that Eagles game, I felt like I let this world down, basically. I let the team down. And I would learn from this. I would stack those things together and I would figure out how I can overcome this pitfall. Now, looking back at the game or what have you, yes, that whole entire week previously, before that game, he didn't practice. Now, these are not excuses, but he knows how some of the things switch all of a sudden on him because he couldn't get the ball out. He couldn't put a touch on the ball. He was overshooting the receivers. He didn't feel like himself. He wasn't running the rock with his legs or what have you. And the Cowboys ultimately held that L. And the Eagles fan base and a third of the Cowboys fan base laughed, mocked him, ridiculed him, said that he's trash. Some still to this day say, well, it doesn't matter what you did in 2016. It does not matter what you did in 2017. I don't care what you did in 2018. The game that mattered the most was against this game, and you let the Cowboys down. That is what a third of the people going to say. And the Eagles, oh my goodness, the Eagles, they would never let it go. They would continue to say, well, see, I told you. Dak Prescott is trash. He's no Carson Wentz. He's no this, he's knows that. But here's what I love to see and I love to hear from Dak Prescott. I've learned. And now it's time for me to regain. Now it's time for me to pump back up and put back in place the things that I lost. So I like a motivated person. Remember this, if you don't learn anything or if you don't hear anything else from me, you learn more from your failures than your success. You might want to jot this down. I'm going to say it again. You learn more from your failures than your success. And this kid right here, Dak Prescott, he's looking at it like, man, I cannot wait to get back out there on the field. And that's the mindset you would like to have from your quarterback. We can talk all day about, hey, his accuracy of the ball, his, I guess, the way he managed the game or what have you. But one thing, I'm going to repeat this again, but one thing that Dak Prescott got is that leadership. And trust me, the guy is a leader of man. And I think when he came onto the scene in 2016, he won the locker room through his leadership. And if you can do a poll on all of the players, they would say, man, he's the first one there, the last one to leave. He's stacking these things together, good days on to good days. Even the bad days, you have the short-term memory. You have to forget those and look back at yourself and say, how can I elevate myself from this aspect of my career to that aspect, you see? How can I move the mindset that I have so that everybody can understand that I am the leader of men. I am the leader. I am the alpha male. Look, there's been stories out there in Mississippi State, whereas he goes onto the defensive side and he get mad at people for not finishing out their defensive drills. Now, there is a story of great legacy and people who actually said, okay, instead of just saying charge, but they are the first ones out there sitting there saying, hey, I'm going to lead this battle. I'm going to lead the troops into the war. When you have that mindset and you're looking at everybody and you saying to yourself, no, the game is on me. No, I lost the game, knowing that it was the coaching, or knowing that it was the other receiver that dropped the ball, or knowing it was somebody else that fumbled the ball. But you say, yo, it's on me. No, 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 it's on me. I should have did this a whole lot better. I should have won the game in these type of situations. Look, I cannot say this enough. A lot of people will look at this and say, well, clap, 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 clap. Let's get this guy out. Let's bring in another quarterback. Let's see if we can get this same result with somebody else. It's hard to put the toothpaste back in the tube. Hey, it is. And we can look at other things. We can say to ourselves, well, maybe if Matt Stafford had a better team, maybe if Matt Stafford was on the Dallas Cowboys, maybe we will be able to win. Or maybe if we go out there and draft a Tua, or a Justin Herbert, or a Jordan Love, whoever is in this draft, maybe if we go out there and get those boys, maybe they can show us a better situation than, dare I say, a Dak Prescott. You got some people sitting there saying, hey, look at it like this. Maybe we can get a Jameson Winston. Or Jameis Winston. I messed the man name up. Maybe we can go get him. Hey, he threw for a lot of yards, but they ain't looking at the INTs. So people go on and on and on. People can go on and on and on about the expectations of other realities. But the truth of the matter is that on this particular team, they really value Dak Prescott. Can I repeat that? They really value Dak Prescott. Maybe it's not the coaching. The coaching is still new and they have yet to coach him. Maybe it's not the owner. But the players, they look up to Dak Prescott, regardless of how we look at it. That is what the reality is of it. They look up to Dak Prescott. They have a certain feeling for Dak Prescott. And on top of that, Dak Prescott got his ways with leading those particular people. So we can go back and forward on and on and on again. But the way I look at it is that let's not spoil what we have by desiring the things that we don't. Because at one point in time, the thing that we do have was something we dream for and long for and wish for. And we can show up all of the numbers, whether it's good, bad. But the reality of it, continuity wins a lot. And I'm a big fan of continuity. And I'm a big fan of getting this team together and looking at this thing and saying to ourselves, man, we got a new coach now. At the end of the day, we got a brand new coach. So allow that new coach to look at this team, weed through those who can stand firm and stand tall and be ready to be battle tested and get this ball rolling. And do not be this team that's hastily trying to do everything too quick and end up burning your own house down or end up causing your own self to fall and fumble yourself into a downward spiral. Look, all we got to do, and I've been saying this for a long time, let's continue to take this thing one day at a time, one movement at a time, inch by inch. You build your team. You making sure that all of your troops are together, making sure that all of the special team is in the right order, making sure that the defense, there is no weakness in the defensive side of the ball. Making sure that on the offensive side of the ball, that everybody is on the same page. And then you can look back and look over and say, man, this is a complete team. That is how it's a complete team. And it's not just about the 53. Let me repeat. It's not just about the 53. It's also about the practice squad, the 63, the 46 as well, of course, but it's not just about the 53. Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. We got to feel and get out there and get the best players available. And on top of that, we have to make sure that we ready and we battle tested and that there's no chink in his armor. All right, so in closing, Dak Prescott said, basically, I will learn from this defeat. I will soak all of this in. This is my warts. This is my problem. This is my issue. However, I'm ready. I'm ready to get this thing going, and nothing can stop me because now I know for sure that I let the team down. and I'm going to be battle tested and ready. Let me know of your thoughts. Let me know of your concerns. Post me your decisions, feelings of this team and what we should do in the draft. The draft is right around the corner. Let me know. Post me your thoughts. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.